Okay, so I was on my way to get your sweet tea, both of them, when the six top that got sat right before you suddenly decided they were ready to order. And since they had been waiting an hour for a table, I decided I needed to get them taken care of as quickly as possible. Now, I did go ahead and grab them some salsa and some queso and some guacamole, and I thought that that would hold them over, but they had been waiting so long and they were so hungry they gobbled it up immediately, and of course they drank up all of their Dr. Peppers and teas and sweet teas and Cokes and Sprites and waters just immediately. So, of course, they naturally were very thirsty and had to be satisfied right away. So, I had to do that first, and you were so nice and so accommodating. And said that you weren't in a hurry, so I didn't worry too much about your sweet tea. So I went ahead and I took care of that. And then I went and I started to make your sweet teas. And I got the ice in the cups, and I filled the cups, and I was about to go and grab straws to see if you might want straws to go with your teas. And then all of a sudden, I got paged by the kitchen, who obviously were now giving me table 11's order, which is fajitas, which has to be served right away, because if they don't hear the sizzle and see the smoke, they won't know that their food is hot. So naturally, I had to go and grab that, like right now. So I left your sweet teas sitting next to the urn, and I thought, well, I'll deliver the hot food, and then I will bring them their sweet teas. So I delivered the hot food, and then naturally, when I said, is there anything else I can get you? They said, yeah, actually, we'd like some extra napkins. Great. Okay, so I grab the extra napkins and I drop them off, and I say, okay, so enjoy your meal. And they say, actually, can I also get some extra sour cream? Sure, no problem. I'll get you extra sour cream. And I have to go to the computer and then send a ticket for the sour cream, because the kitchen isn't going to give me sour cream just because I asked for it, because they have to know that it's being charged. So I went in and added a side of sour cream, and I charged for it as I'm supposed to. And then about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, I got my sour cream and I brought it to that table. And then they said, you know what, actually, we actually need a little bit of shredded cheese too. So fine, okay. So I went and I put an order in for that, and I thought, well, that'll take them a minute. They're busy in the kitchen. Won't they can wait for a minute. But no, the kitchen immediately paged me and said, yeah, here's your shredded cheese. Come get it. So because I'm getting paged, I immediately ran to the kitchen and I got the shredded cheese. And then I went back to get your sweet teas, and the sweet teas weren't there. So I thought, oh, well, the hostess probably saw that I was busy, because, she double sat me. So maybe she was being helpful and went ahead and took the teas over there. She saw that there were 2 teas sitting there. She knew people needed them to for me. So I went and I know that you saw me looking at you as I popped my head around the corner, and I saw that there was no tea. So I went back to the urns in our little server section, and I asked, hey, who grabbed the 2 sweet teas who were sitting here? Who took my tea? And literally no one copped to it. So I said it again. Hey, I had 2 sweet teas sitting here. Who took them? And nobody copped to it. And that reminded me that as I was pouring your tea, I remember saying to everybody in the room, oh, hey, by the way, this is going to be the last of the sweet tea. I'm using up all the sweet tea. And then Darla said, well, we're not making any more because we close in an hour and we don't want to have to pour it out. So there was no tea to bring you because somebody took those teas. So I had to go and face you at your table and say, listen, I'm sorry you've been waiting 5 minutes for your drinks. I apologize for that. Somebody else grabbed your teas. I don't know who, I don't know why, but no, there is no sweet tea. We are going to brew some. I was lying. We weren't going to brew some. We were almost closed, and nobody wanted to brew it because nobody wanted to be held accountable by the manager for having to pour all that tea out at the end of the night. So I offered to bring you some unsweet tea and some sugar, which you didn't want. You said you'd be willing to wait. So now I have to go back to Darla and tell her, actually, they really, really want their sweet teas, and they're willing to wait. And we kind of have to brew it. So we started brewing sweet tea. It'll be about 10 minutes, maybe 11, probably closer to 15, because oh my gosh, I'm getting paged right now because now table 13's order is ready. So I have to go and make sure that they get their food while it's hot and fresh. And I know you haven't even ordered yet, but we'll get there, I promise. I'm really very sorry about all this Friday nights. You know how it is. Can I get you some water? No, you don't like water. You don't want water. You don't want tea. You just want what you ordered. Of course you do. And you don't want excuses. You just want what you want. I totally get that. Again, sorry. I'll be right back with your tea. That's a total lie. I won't. I won't be right back. It's probably going to be 20 minutes. Maybe I could refill your chip basket.